Now a first down throw, Watson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Watson. And right away, he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Powering his way forward. And he comes back with one complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
To throw is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On first and 10, Mayfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing again, Mayfield on second and 10. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On first and 10, Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Back to throw, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Watson on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Gun!
Mayfield now from the 50. Throws right side, and that's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Hot. Hot.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Detroit! 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 Hot! Hot!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
First down, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun, 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 gun.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Detroit, Detroit. Gun, 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 gun.
Mayfield on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Over, 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 over.
Second down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Detroit, Detroit. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun. Hot, hot.
Mayfield on play action. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down at the 28. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later. And another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete to QT. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. From the gun on third, Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A minute 59 to go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Black 99 Philly.
On first down, it's Watson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Oh, he slipped right by him. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. In for the score. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A first down throw for Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Detroit!
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And Gonzalez puts this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Mayfield now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney!
Mayfield looks to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let
me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Play fake. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Gun! Detroit! Gun! Detroit!
3rd and long for Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll toss it to Coleman. Space to maneuver at the 40. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that 2nd catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
We got three, fellas, we got three. 56. Over! Gun!
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Browns add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And here comes the Texans now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Target. Come back.
Watson going to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Richmond.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Come back.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Black 99 Philly.
Watson on first down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. 10 more there and another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Coleman now. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Sturgis for the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Dancing to his left. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit, Detroit. Over.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield. and points are going on the board.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Watson. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Cleveland, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young.